Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the 24th episode of the Seerah stories. I'm so excited to tell you more about the Seerah of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Today we will learn about how Medina used to be in the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and how he sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the believers together built the Masjid An Nabwi. So let's start. Medina, the city of the Prophet ﷺ, is a beautiful place surrounded by high mountains and date palm trees. When Rasulullah ﷺ migrated to Medina, the town was known by the name of Yathrib. However, after he settled down there, people began to call the city by the new name. They started to call it Madinatun Nabi, which means city of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or simply Al-Madina, which means the city. Over the centuries, it is named as Al-Madina Al-Munawwara, the brightest city, because of the light of Iman that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought to this place. There are many blessed and historical sites in and around the city of Medina. One of the sacred places is Masjid An Nabwi. Millions of Muslims visit it every year. Jannatul Baqi cemetery is also nearby the masjid, where many blessed companions of Prophet ﷺ are buried. During the time of Muhammad ﷺ and in the time of power and strength, the mosque was never confined to prayer and worship. Rather, it was a school where Prophet ﷺ would teach his companions, recite the Quran, and purify their souls. At the masjid, the companions of various tribes would meet around the Prophet ﷺ. It was additionally a shelter for the poor, also known as Ahlus Suffah, where they would lodge and study under the guidance of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Thus, realizing the importance of a masjid in the nation's life, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam started to build the mosque before building a little house for his family. So during the intense heat of the dry season, the Messenger and the believers gathered palm tree trunks, leaves, and clay bricks to begin the construction of the mosque. And do you remember where was the construction site for the masjid? Yes, it was constructed on the vacant land that Prophet ﷺ bought from two orphans, Sahal and Suhail radiallahu anh, at his arrival in Medina. It was very close to the house of Abu Ayyub al-Ansari radiallahu anh. Prophet and his companions worked day and night. They were happy and thankful to Allah for helping them build such a place in their new city. The masjid was a very simple building. Its walls were made of mud bricks and leaves, and the twigs of palm trees helped make the roof. The trunks of palm trees became pillars to support the roof of the masjid. It took them around 2 weeks to complete the building. One corner of the masjid's courtyard was specific for the poor, known as a suffah. Prophet ﷺ took special care of ashab as-suffah because they had no families or homes. He spent a lot of time helping them. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh was one of the most famous companions who lived in as-suffah. Next to the masjid, the Muslims built rooms for the family of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The rooms were small, and each room that was built was later dedicated to each wife. 7 years later, the believers expanded this place. This was due to so many new Muslims coming to Medina to meet the Prophet. Muslims began their 5 daily prayers in the masjid, and the place for meeting, consultation, and education. People later made the Masjid An Nabwi many times larger compared to how it was in the days of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The size of the masjid is very large now, and thousands of people can pray there. The older sections where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to pray is still there, but renovated many times. The amount of blessings that one could get by praying in Prophet's masjid is evident from his saying that one prayer in my mosque is better than 1,000 prayers in any other mosque except Al-Masjid Al-Haram. So can you imagine that praying in this masjid guarantees extraordinary rewards for the believers? Hence, it is one of the greatest mosques in the history of Islam, which has laid the foundations for Muslims to not only pray and learn about the teachings of Allah, but also preach it to others. With this, we have reached the end of our episode. Insha'Allah, next time we will meet with a new episode of the Seerah stories. Please don't forget to press the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel Zill Noorain. Until then, Jazakallahu khair and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.